What it do? What it do?
New look, who this? New us. Ooh,
hey, season 3, baby. Season 3. We are back. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, man. It's definitely a new year. Changes is happening already, and it's just day 3. So it's crazy.
Woo.
It's crazy.
Yes,
it's crazy.
Going on. There's a lot going on. We got some stuff to talk about. Drena's gonna be here. If y'all looking for her, she will be here. She's gonna be late, but she's gonna be joining us. Don't think we got rid of Drena in the new season. She will be here. I really wanted us to have a panel today, but folks be talking real heavy in the comments.
Hit me with the DM, direct message, like, yeah, and I would do this, and I would say that. All right, come on, talk that talk. I mean, next time. Yeah.
Right. They talk real heavy, and it's time to get in front of this camera to have these real conversations. They running. They scatter like roaches. They be running. So
they ain't ready.
Nah, they ain't ready. They talk that big talk, but But as usual, I'm on live on my Instagram page too. I'm trying to get them to come over to the YouTube channel to come actually join the conversation so they can, let us know their opinions on these hot topics we're going to talk about. And, some of these red pill topics too. Yeah. I love it.
Got some good ones today. You feel
me? Here she go. There goes Drena.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. We is here. Cheers. Look, we are back. The Breaking Barriers podcast. We took a couple weeks off so we can enjoy our families, take a little break, get a little rest, or try to get some rest. We are back for season 3 of the Breaking Barriers podcast. For those of you who do not know who we are, we will introduce ourselves to let you guys know before we get into these topics. I will start by introducing my friend, my brother, my homie, the legend, Mr. Adrian Taylor, a.k.a.
Mr. GC. Yes, sir.
A.k.a.
Goal chasing in 2023.
Let's chase the goals. The goals.
Gotta get them.
Then we got some new, fresh-looking Drena, a.k.a.
Dreen.
A.k.a.
He said his goals, I am chasing fat checks and good sex all 2023.
Come on now. Yes, ma'am.
That's what I'm going after. Yeah, cheers to that. And then we have our lovely host, Miss. You don't never know where she gonna be at. This baby is all in the streets, the internet streets. She all over. Do you hear me? You don't know where you're gonna see her at. She on every screen. Your phone, gonna come into a TV screen, movie screen. Baby, she's taking over everything. Miss Didi, Miss AKA
the core queen. That is me. Look, I can't. The core queen.
AKA.
I feel sorry for whoever is competing with me because I can't keep up with myself.
She said it's me season. Didi said it's looking like me season.
The bags are secured, honey. They are secured. We trying to get better relationships, more connections, more networks, and we trying to give out some money to folks because the more I give, the more I get.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go. All right, y'all. We got some trending topics. Some heavy, some light, some fun. But we're gonna start with the heavy. So this has been all over the news all day. Cycle. People all over the world are praying for this young man. I'm not sure if y'all saw it or not, but Damar Hamlin, and he's in the National Football League. He's a member of the Buffalo Bills. He's a safety on the Buffalo Bills. He collapsed yesterday during the game after a hit that looked routine, but turned out that it wasn't so routine because of what happened. He passed out. They had to perform CPR on him, rush him to the hospital. He is in critical condition right now. He's been sedated, but I believe his vitals have been brought back to normal, but they're keeping him under sedation right now. Prayers are with him. If you saw it, let me know what you think. How you think the NFL handled it, how everything has been handled. What is your opinion?
So, I feel bad. I mean, it was horrible to even see him. Of course, the situation happened. He fell down. I don't think he'd make it. And the reason why I say that, because if he did, that would have been the story that they needed. He made it to the hospital. He's back. He's good to go. Yay, hooray, right? That's not the case. And we know, I don't care what nobody say, NFL is all about that money. They try to save face, whatever, but they all about their bottom dollar. And I feel like it's a bad, I mean, it was already a bad situation, but you know what I'm saying? I think because this is the first time that this would be seen, they had to figure out what to do. Like, we cannot have these people go back out there and then this kid is in a vegetable state. I think that they're doing their due diligence to let his family know, get all of that taken care of, squared away. I hope I'm wrong. God knows I hope I'm wrong. But I don't think he's going to make it. I know that's probably sad. I mean, probably didn't know I was going to go there. But I don't think so. I just don't.
So I saw it. I didn't see it live, but I saw it. And the reason I was late is because I went to do my annual checkup today, and I was the last person in my office. And the doctor I used to work for is still my doctor. So we were just catching up, and she asked me to keep her posted on what was going on with him. And I told her that, they said it was something cardiac related, but I felt like maybe I asked her, did she feel it was a cover up, like maybe it was a neurological thing? But she said that, and what she thinks happened was either a heart attack, or if he had like an aortic aneurysm, that'll cause you to collapse. She said if it would have been something neurological, they wouldn't have been able to. He wouldn't have been responsive, right? Been able to bring him back from being responsive. He wouldn't have responded. So she feels like with them shocking him back, like it was more cardiac related. She says she's curious to see what like the final say is, but I'm hoping and praying that he, comes out of whatever this is. I do know the NFL is all about money. I was surprised that they did stop the game because I haven't seen or heard of that before. So I was happy that they did that, but I really don't know how they would have kept it going. Like, I don't know how anybody would have played after seeing that.
Right. Well, I'm gonna first give big props to the medical team for getting out there, because that's not something you normally see. They would probably come out there like to wrap an ankle or check vital for concussion or something like that. So for them to jump into action the way that they did, I mean, that's huge props to them, because I don't even know how you would even know that that's what you need to do. So yeah. Kudos to them for them being professionals and doing what they do. Second, somebody brought something to my attention today that I didn't think about until they said it. They brought it to my DM, and they said that there has been talk about this jab that possibly could have something to do with this. I don't know it to be true, but I do know that the side effects of getting that is some type of heart issues. For somebody to be so young and having heart issue just come out of the blue is very rare. Yeah. And it's been happening more often than not with younger, healthy, in particular Black men, to be honest with you. So I don't know if he had anything prior to or whatever, but that was just another piece of information that somebody brought to me.
Well, I'll say this before you move on. So, especially since you brought that up, just from the state of transparency, right? I was having some heart issues, and about 2 weeks ago, right? And of course, because you're like young, you're not really worried about it. 2 weeks ago, my chest started hurting. And it was hurting for like 20 minutes. So it wasn't, you know what I mean? Like, just like, oh yeah, I got a little heartburn or something. Like, no. I actually have to go do an EKG. I have to go and do a stress test, and I have to go do the treadmill test as well too, because I had been having chest pains off and on. And so for anybody that don't know, I have a history of it in my family. My dad had a quadruple bypass surgery. My grandfather passed away from heart failure. So, not saying, I don't know, you know what I mean? Which is why I'm going to the doctor. Cause like I said, it was happening, but it'd be like a little pain, but then it go away. But this time it was like, whoa, am I having like a mini heart attack or something? Like I didn't know what it was. So they running the test and I'm getting checked out, and hopefully everything good to go.
Yeah.
Well, I'm happy that you're getting checked out, Adrian, because we know a lot of people will just be like, it. I'm fine. Yeah.
That's how it was at first. Until I really started thinking about the family history, as well too. And I'm like, this ain't normal, because in your mind, like, you don't really think about it in that way. You know what I'm saying? You're like, I'm fine. I'm bounced back. I'm healthy. I work out, all of that good stuff. Right. And then you start to really think about it. Like, yeah, you young, but you ain't that young no more, and, and you just like, then you start looking at the family health history of those possibilities. And you like, yeah, let me find out. Let me get everything squared away I need to, because I got 2 little ones, that's super little. And so it's like, let me make sure, because I know a lot of people that don't get checked out until it's too late.
Yep.
And now they need stents and all this craziness, So
it definitely sneaks up on you. That's why it's called the silent killer. Like, people don't, they'll be living with it. I had a coworker, she, was like, I don't feel good. So they did her blood pressure check, and it was like a crazy number. It was so crazy. I was like, I don't want you to drive home. Can you call somebody to come pick you up? He's like, I'll be fine. I never had blood pressure issues before. I was like, yeah, but right now you are. You're having them.
Because I've never either. I've never had any blood pressure issues, any of that. Typically until this, like, mine is usually like 105 over 60. You know what I mean? And then, I've been checking it. So sometimes you'll see, I have been seeing a spike up and down. I don't know. And like I said, I've never, every time I go, they be like, man, your blood pressure is, for your age, it's great. Like, yeah. So,
yeah. So, just thinking that, I also heard that he just got the jab in November. I don't know it to be true. So I don't know.
What is that? What is it?
I can't say because it'll flag it on YouTube, but
what you got to get
with the booster, you got to get that and the booster.
Okay.
Yeah.
Number 17.
You stupid. Yeah. So, but I won't ever put anything negative in the atmosphere for anybody. So I do pray that he pulls out of it and he comes back whole. He has the whole world praying for him. And what was the medical term of what happened to him is something that's so rare, but mostly found in like baseball players when they get hit hard with a ball. But it's just such a freak accident that happened. It's so weird that it happened at that very moment. So, and it's also weird to see how many other tragic football accidents happen on that football field. Weird. I just hope he comes out of it. Thank God his mom was there, so she wasn't at home wrecking her brain trying to get to her baby.
Yeah,
she was there. His family was there, so they are there with him. So,
how old is he?
He's 24.
Damn.
Yeah, a 24-year-old healthy, elite athlete. Stuff like that don't just happen.
Yeah.
Prayers to him and his family, and and kudos whoever made a decision, whether it was the NFL or whoever made a decision to stop the game, postpone the game, do whatever. cut because them grown men out there crying like that crushed my heart.
Yeah.
Crushed it.
I mean, think about it. That's like that's not something we've really seen like that. We, you know, like you said, I mean, you've seen people break limbs, right?
Right.
But we've never seen someone other than from a concussion type.
Right.
But we never seen somebody just like have cardiac arrest.
Getting CPR on the football field.
On
never.
the football field, like
never.
Bringing back the no, we've never seen that. You know, you pretty much know what that, you know, oh, he broke his ankle, he broke his foot, he broke his arm, you know, if any type of injuries like that, but never like we giving this man CPR, like we trying to bring him back to life. That's a whole nother level.
That's literally like combat type thing where you in the field having to act really quick and oh shit, he ain't breathing. I gotta get like that is the most adrenaline rushing, shocking, traumatic, anything you could ever experience. So, oh Lord, them folks gonna have to get some therapy. Like that's traumatic.
It is.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm hoping for the best, praying for the best. I want the young man to come back, but man, that's super sad. You know, praying for the teams, praying for everybody that had to see it.
Yeah.
Praying for, you know, his brothers, all of that good stuff. Like, yeah, it was sad, man.
24 years old.
24 years old.
Jesus. Okay. I'm gonna keep all the sad news up front so we can move on from it. That's it. Because oh, look at him! Oh my God! Look at the mixture of his mama and daddy. Adrian,
say hey.
Hi.
Say hi.
He's trying to find something to get.
Right, that's what he's trying to do.
He's trying to find something.
Adrian, the picture Debbie posted of y'all in them lights, and
there you go.
He said hi.
Hey. You holding
now
him?
That's your twin. I'm sorry. He looked like you to me. Hi, little Adrian.
You holding him and then Spider-Man pose. I was like, this is so hilarious.
Look at the baby. He be so
is that the light show thing?
Yes.
Why he look like he too small to be walking? Adrian, I see you got them fresh cornrows. Okay. Got the fresh cornrows.
You got them braids, Adrian?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looking like your daddy. He said, yeah.
Yep.
Look at him. He trying to get something.
Mm-hmm.
So I was so shocked to hear that my girl Lola, Gangsta Boo from 3-6 Mafia, Lola. No. Where them dollars at?
Where them dollars at?
Man.
I started going back listening to like some of that old 3-6 Mafia. I was like, I should not have been able to listen to any of this music. And I knew all of it.
Man, I love Gangsta Boo.
Man, it's crazy, right? You just like, and I think now because I'm seeing so many people pass that's like my age that I'm just like, I don't know, man. It's just kind of, I don't know, because we're getting older now that you paying attention to it a little bit more.
Well, no, they dying too often because they doing stupid shit.
Yeah.
Like fentanyl.
I didn't know she was that young. I mean, listening to her back then, I thought she was a grown woman from what she was talking about. And then to find out she was only 43 years old. So like she only a few years older than me.
Yeah. And she was just on marriage boot camp. So I was like, oh, I get to watch her again. Like, and now she gone. I'm like,
hey man, it's sad, man. You Gangsta Boo.
But you could see she was struggling with the addiction on the show. It's sad, man. They need that fentanyl crazy, man. Listen.
It is insane.
That's crazy. Rest in peace to Gangsta Boo. I know a lot of this generation don't know who she is. It's sad that people don't really do like their homework when it comes to music. Because I just feel like when we was younger, we knew the older people. Like we knew older singers and musicians.
Because it's like, whether we listen to them like that, like you knew who they were. You know what I'm saying? You knew who Rakim was. You knew who, Big Daddy Kane was. Like you knew who all those guys were. Whether you listen to all their albums, all their music, like you knew who they were. Because that's the era before me. But I mean, I knew the Fat Boys. I knew Heavy D. I knew all of them.
Hell, we knew who the Sugar Hill Gang was.
Sugar Hill Gang. And I can only tell you the hip, the hop, the hippie to the hippie to the hippie. Yeah, that's all I can tell you. I can't even tell you nothing else. They rap. You know what I mean? So
yeah. Listen, that where them dollars at. If you don't know that, man, that was like an anthem.
I feel like
people don't even know who Brandy is. Like what?
Yeah,
how you an artist and you don't even know who Brandy is? Like,
I feel like Gangsta Boo and Mia X were like so different from everything else. Because like after the two of them, like for Southern hip hop, like then you had like Trina, and that was when they got more into the raunchier type stuff. But I feel like Gangsta Boo and Mia X were completely different from what they have out now. Like I feel like they both held their own within the labels that they were, the camps that they were
male dominant.
Yeah.
Camps. Yeah. Mia X was a problem. Yeah.
Man,
now all we got is thought rappers. So strippers turn rappers.
All right.
I don't know. So what for you guys was the most shocking moment or event from 2022?
I feel like it was so many.
It was a lot. Y'all in the comments, let me know what was the most shocking event of 2022. Oh yeah, Lil Kim and Foxy Brown definitely held down. That was mainstream though. They was like everybody knew. Like I'm from up north, so of course I knew them. If I go home, like my sisters and them probably don't know who Gangsta Boo is. But I was military, so I was in the South. So I know Gangsta Boo, Mia X, all of them. So I was privy to both.
Yeah.
If I go to Philly and talk about Gangsta Boo, I'm like, who?
Yeah, like down here, I don't know if it's because like most of my music came from, like if my dad wasn't listening to it, it came from like a New Orleans radio station. Like I didn't know who Jay-Z was until I heard Big Pimpin', and I knew he was on a song with UGK. Like that's how I found out who that was.
Yeah, I didn't know anybody from the South at all until I joined the military. Like I didn't know. The only reason I knew I think it was Master P, maybe. He was on somebody's song. Was it Master P? On Montel Jordan?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Yep, that's the only reason I knew him. Other than that, I knew nobody from the South.
For 2022 for me, it was I think like three things that really shocked me. One was the whole Will Smith Chris Rock thing. I was not expecting Will Smith to do that.
I still thought it was fake for forever. I thought it was staged.
I did too for a minute.
I thought it was fake. Then I really didn't not expect in 2022 any grown man to show their ass like Irv Gotti did.
Oh.
And the saddest to me was Takeoff.
So that was for me.
Damn.
That was my shockingest moment of 2022 was the loss of Takeoff. Because typically, like, especially in the rap game, right? It's kind of like we know the rappers that's like, boy, you treading on thin ice there, my boy. Like, but like then in Takeoff, life got took. Even because that was one of them that I was like, nah, they playing. That ain't real. Like Takeoff? Nah, that really Takeoff. Takeoff. The quietest one in the Migos. Takeoff. Right? Like, yeah. And so I'm like, dang, that's just That was just super sad to me. So that was my, definitely my most shocking moment of 2022 was the loss of Takeoff. And then of course, I mean, just I was shocked when I ain't gonna even lie, I was definitely shocked when Adidas cut ties with Kanye, no matter what, because I just knew the impact that Kanye had on the Adidas brand and how they're taking the hits, even now, by not putting out Yeezys. So I'm pretty sure they got to be working on something. But
yeah,
that shocked me.
Yeah.
Big time.
Takeoff definitely is in the top, the biggest shock, because I really didn't believe it. I was just like, there's no way. There's no way. No, that ain't. P&B Rock was a big one for me too, because I'm from Philly. So that one hit like, what? Yeah. Everything Kanye. It was like a windstorm that just wouldn't stop. And now he's just quiet. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. That's crazy. Let me think. Was there anything else that was shocking? I'm gonna go with Mr. J on this one too. Well, of course, my Eagles. I'm not even gonna talk about that because I'm devastated still. Whatever. I'm still dealing with that. But Tory Lanez being found guilty was very shocking to me too. Only because of what, of course, what they do best, what was being fed to us. Because it seemed like it was way too much reasonable doubt for him to be found guilty. But then when we see all the things that happened, like, oh shit, hell yeah, he was guilty.
Right.
Yeah. But I was definitely shocked when they said guilty. I'm like, huh? Oh. Yeah. So I think the next big shocking thing will be his sentencing and what they actually what they give him. Lord have mercy.
So how do they handle that when somebody's not an American citizen? Is he a citizen?
He's gonna get deported. He's gonna get deported. I dated a guy who wasn't an American citizen and he killed somebody in the US. He did it accidentally, but he did kill somebody. And they kind of gave him a little grace for it, but then he did something else. So then they deported him back to Trinidad. You're done. You can't come back to the US.
Damn.
Yeah. Yep. So what do you say when Shannon Sharp falling into Skip Bayless's trap? What trap did he fall into?
Right. I mean, in which time? Like,
right, because it's so many.
What situation are you talking about?
Speaking of that, did you see how they dragged Skip Bayless for his comment about Damar Hamlin?
I mean, he deserved it.
I'm ready for them to. Did you see him come on TV today and not apologize? And,
no, I didn't watch today. So
first of all, Shannon didn't show up. He didn't come on today.
I wonder why.
Oh, wow. We are no longer the Battle Buddies. We are the Breaking Barriers podcast, sir. But good evening, Juan. Yeah, he came on there talking about we. Who the hell is we? You said it. Skip gotta go. It's too much. I'm like, the same way y'all drag Kyrie, drag his ass.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, and maybe that's because Shannon knew that he was gonna get drugged and that he needed to get drugged.
Yeah.
That he said, you know what, you on your own today, bro. You on your own today, bro.
Daniel, this was back in my young days. I don't have time for them island folks. They're crazy. I ain't got time. I like them blackity black. All right, y'all. So next topic. What are your goals for 2023? What are your goals?
So I have plenty of goals this year. One that I'm definitely gonna kind of work on because I feel like it's something that I work on, but it's not like at the priority. But just kind of goes to, health. And what I mean by health, not just going to the gym and not just eating right, but like my mental health, meditate, making sure that I consistently meditate, make sure that I'm consistently doing mindful things, right? Making sure that I do yoga, as well. But just, keeping my health as a priority over, everything, because I mean, that's what matters, right? Like if you're not healthy, you can't do any of those things. So as far as the goals that you're chasing and everything, I said this year, I'm going to not only work, continue to work on my physical, but definitely making sure that I'm doing my mental, making sure that I'm, getting my checkups done properly and staying on point in that, that arena as well too. Just as much as I go to the gym, I should be checking my blood pressure. I should be making sure that I spend some quiet time just focusing on myself. I should be doing more stretching and yoga, as well too. Then going to get, consistent massages each month. Wow. I'm going to stay consistent on those things, as well too. So that alongside with financial and everything else, I'm I know we're going to talk about it, but because my goal this year is to break 35K a month. That's my goal. I know that ain't no money, but that's my goal, in the immediate future. So, but that's what I'm at.
What about you, Drena?
Mine are so the meditating and more affirmations. Every 3 months, I like to reread the 4 Agreements. I read it a long time ago, and I think that everybody should read it. And I actually have some books that even Adrian has talked about before that I had been having on my shelf. I just never opened them up. So getting into read those, and then paying down debt.
Okay. Let's see. Goals. Man, I do too much, first of all. I've been told that I have to, y'all won't believe this, but I've been told by a professional that I have to get out more and be more social. Do you believe that? I have to work on my anxiety, and I can't keep avoiding crowds and people because I don't do a lot of things outside of my house. If you
That's not good.
No, not for me, because I really have really severe anxiety. So I'm going to work on, I'm not going to say I'm going to get out a lot, but I will work on being around people more when I have to.
Has it always been that way?
I don't know. Probably, but if I was around people, I was drunk. Okay. So that's the only way I could cope with it. I was always, really drunk or out of it or something. So I didn't care. So I'm gonna work on being a little more social with people outside of my computer screen. Everything I do is on my screen. I work from home. I train from home. I do my podcast from home. I don't really go outside if I don't have to. So.
Yeah.
I mean, you go to the gym, right?
Yeah, but I go when there's really nobody there. I go early in the morning. When I go shopping, I go early in the morning, or I order my groceries. So I don't really do a lot of things that people think I stay outside, but I don't.
Instacart.
That man said you used to stay outside.
He said I stay outside. No, I don't. If we have a show, we do the show, and I'm really by myself, away from people, so I don't have to interact with people, and then I go back home. I don't really. Me and crowds don't get along. So.
I feel like I've become more that way since COVID. Like just I got so much time to be inside and away from everybody that I found how much I enjoy it. So I really try, unless I'm working, like I'm gonna be at home.
Yeah. If people if they actually pay attention to what I post, most of my pictures are in my house.
Yeah.
And if you ever see me outside and I'm in a video, it's me. You don't see anybody near me. Yeah. I'm secluded by myself in an area where there's nobody around me.
Justin, did you get engaged?
I think he's married.
Oh, he's married already? Mm-hmm. I missed the boat. Dang. Okay.
But anyway.
Well,
I don't know. I'm just assuming her last name changed. So
okay.
Yeah. But my other goal for 2023 is to see, said married.
Okay. Hey, congratulations, brother.
Congratulations, Justin. My other goal is to get into some more movies, to stay out of my comfort zone. So if I'm in more movies, that means I have to be around more people and I have to interact with more people. So
yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah. Well, I would tell you, hold on. Seriously, watch who you get your counsel from. And I say that because you don't know what private issues. Okay. It was my psychiatrist who prescribes my Lexapro for my anxiety because it's really bad.
It wasn't hood counsel, my brother.
Right.
It wasn't hood.
I'm very particular about who I talk to and who I'm around, obviously, because I don't go outside.
Yeah.
But I'm good. So and the reason why they told me, because I had to get permission to stay working from home because my new position, I'm supposed to go in the office. And I'm like, who? I ain't going in there. He was like, even if it's just 3 days a week, sir, I will quit. I'm not going. He was like, you can't keep doing it. Yes, I can. Watch. All right. So since we did touch on this a little bit, what do y'all think about the Tory Lanez guilty verdict?
Mr. Lanez, huh? Mr. Torey, they call him.
Mr. JR, I'm almost 45 years old. I promise you, I'm very well versed when it comes to psychology and counseling. I have a master's degree in it, and I wouldn't take advice from anybody that I don't trust. But thank you, appreciate it.
They can keep that, right? I feel like I had kind of put it together. I feel like Meg was trying to protect him, and then Torey got beside himself and started speaking out. And it's like, whoa, bro, like I'm trying to protect you. And to where it's like, yep, he shot her. And then once that audio came out, it was just like, bro, I ain't rocking with you no more. I mean, because I feel like this is that thing where Black women don't feel protected. You know, this situation right here, bro. You shot her and you let her get drugged. Like, I mean, heck, I even had a couple jabs. I ain't gonna even lie. I threw a jab or two. Wasn't like some people, but I'm just like, I can't believe she out here lying. She did lie a couple times. I ain't gonna, but when I realized, I'm like, she lied to protect his punk ass. That's really what she did it for. And so,
and she never lied about getting shot.
Right. She never lied about getting shot. She lied about protecting his punk ass. So, and for you to do that, and somebody's trying to protect you, when they could have just came outright and said, yo, you shot me. You know what I'm saying? Like Tory Lanez shot me. And yeah, nah. And then that audio dropped, and you like, bro, for real? Like, I can't even respect you as a man. Like,
right.
Nah. Cause you was making it seem like what a lot of guys do, like she crazy. Like, oh, she crazy, right? And of course, a lot of people like, dang, because she done lied, her story done changed. Oh, she is crazy.
Well, most of them was using the fact they kept talking about the sex.
Yeah.
They kept talking about that as if that had anything to do with being shot.
Yeah, absolutely nothing to do with being shot.
What they got to do with anything?
I mean, but that's what people do. They over sexualize women to make them look bad. And that's one way you can make a woman look bad is by over sexualizing her. And now it becomes her fault for everything that happened. Right. I don't care if her and her friend both was messing with him. He shot her. Like, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, he shot her. I don't care about none of the other things unless she had a knife to his throat and was about to try to kill him. Like, anything else is, bro, she was standing there and you shot at her feet. Like, no.
I appreciate you for saying that, Adrian. It's so refreshing to hear that. I don't know why. I mean, it's so many levels to it. For Tory Lanez to know, that it happened. 2, he called. He knew that he he made that apology, unless he didn't know he was being recorded. But like he knows all these things, and he still got out here and acted an ass and let these people drag this woman. Like it's just that to me just shows like, oh, you're really crazy. Like you're really a crazy person.
I would have been kissing her butt up and down the street
Right.
everywhere.
And I feel like as women, like as Black women, period, most of the time, anytime, the majority of the time when a woman is abused, is by somebody that has been their partner at some point. And a lot of times the women, I feel like, try to protect that, at least Black women try to protect that person for whatever reason, whether they love them or they're afraid of what's going to happen to them. And I think that happens quite often, the protecting, but people just kind of like don't even acknowledge it or whatever. But it was crazy to see how many people was like really wanted. They were like out for blood from her. And it's like, and then not just that, but you had so many people who were analyzing it like they were detectives. But I don't think people even understand like how the court systems work. Like when you go to court, like what charges are, like it was just so crazy. But yeah. Lord.
Justice, I know I'm going to catch flack for this, but it wasn't proven that she was actually shot. She did have bullet fragments hit her, but that doesn't mean she was shot. I'm sorry. She could have gotten hit with the fragments when the bullet hit the ground. Nonetheless, she was definitely injured, abused, assaulted from the incident. If a bullet fragment hit me, I was shot. There's no other way to get hit by a bullet unless you were shot, right?
And I even said he shot at her. So still,
I didn't get complete. Like she didn't get the bullet didn't pierce her directly, but she to this day she still got bullet fragments in her feet.
He shot at her. He probably was like, "Dance, bitch," and shot at her. He drunk, shot at her, wasn't trying to hit her, and some bullet fragments hit her. And
that mean I got shot.
You got shot. Like,
and
I don't care if it's a ricochet, you still got shot.
I got shot. I had to go get surgery. I had to go to the hospital and get surgery. Like,
I think another thing, like people, you have a lot of people who don't want to serve jury, that they dodge it or whatever. But if you ever actually went and sat on a jury, you would get an understanding of what, like how those things, like their definitions, like, is this what happened? Like, does this fit within the description of this definition? And that's what it is. It's not like, oh, we could vote on it on Twitter or Instagram. Like that's not what we doing. Like
it's just like when you're in combat and your convoy gets blown up. Mm-hmm. You weren't directly impacted by the explosion, but you got shrapnel in your damn back. You got blown up, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Got blown up.
But yeah, I'm glad it's over. And I'm glad we didn't have to bring it into. I'm glad the trial didn't drag on into the new year. I'm glad it's
and what's
done.
crazy, what I'm trying to figure out, like, maybe we weren't supposed to know because we ain't got to know everybody's business, but it came out that the best friend's boyfriend is a part of the label that Megan is in court with now that she's suing. I'm like, what? Oh, hell no.
I feel really bad for her because she doesn't have her parents. Right. She went through all this alone. And then it just seems like one thing after the other, like coming after her. I feel really bad for somebody that had to sit through all that. The whole thing with Kelsey, you really have to be mindful of the people you choose to be around because she's a trash ass friend. She got up there and showed her whole ass on that stand.
Yes, Lord.
Like, it was just ridiculous. And the whole thing, it is a mess, but it's like, it's insane.
People, the lack of compassion now, like this is a 20-something-year-old girl. What were you doing in your 20s? People are, oh, well, she put herself in that position. She shouldn't have been. She was 20-something at a party.
Yeah.
She didn't go out to go get shot. How is she being blamed for somebody shooting at her? I am so confused. So confused.
It's like the thing where, you know, somebody is sexually assaulted and they're like, well, what were you wearing? Really?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I guess I was wearing a sexual assault starter pack. I don't know. Shit.
Right.
What the fuck? I don't know. All right, so we'll see what that sentencing looks like. But you know, he didn't help himself either when he was. What did he do? He assaulted August Alsina. He did something else too. Like he got
into it with somebody else.
Yeah,
and one more thing, his daddy even get up there and when his daddy said this is the biggest miscarriage of justice, the biggest one,
the biggest
of
all time.
I can name about 10 of them just this year.
He said the biggest child.
Oochie coochie. Not the
And the best quote I heard was that if Kylie Jenner had got shot by Tory Lanez, nobody would have questioned whether he shot her.
Not at all.
Lord have mercy. That's terrible. All right, so I wish I had the clip, but I don't have the clip of this guy. I guess his last name is Grant, who said that if you're a man and you only make $35,000 a month, you're a bum. You're not making enough money. You ain't shit. You ain't doing what you're supposed to be doing. $400,000 a year ain't shit.
What do Grant do?
Take people money that don't make $400,000 a year. So he make $400,000 a year.
Yeah, real estate investing, basically. Grant got a whole system. Hey man, Grant is a great marketer. And so yeah, Grant is great at what he does. But yeah, when he said that, I was like, whoa. Because I heard it and I was like, what? Like I had to listen to it again. He was like, he was at a conference and that's what he's telling people. Like, yeah, $35K a month ain't no money. Yep, Grant Cardone. I'm like, yo, that's my goal. My immediate goal is to make $35K a month. To net $35K a month, that is the goal. That's what I'm trying to do. I guess it ain't no money. Maybe I need to shoot a little higher than that. I don't care. Grant ain't finna hurt my little feelings, but yeah, that's what I'm trying to be.
He told y'all was trash.
Yeah, I right now I don't make $35K a month, so
you're trash.
I guess I'm trash, man.
Hey, we all trash.
So
but that's the marketing strategy when you know, I'm like everybody trash. Everybody in your audience right now trash.
He talking only 1%, less than 1%, not even 1%, less than 1% makes more than that a month. So I guess we all need to get it together.
Right.
Grant sound like he might be a preacher in his next life with them kind of quotes.
Listen, he's like the man. What's the man name that be on TV late at night selling that water?
That miracle
Peter
water.
Popoff. Peter Popoff.
You know, I almost bought some of that water.
You passed do a miracle.
I thought about getting it. I was like, you know what? I should buy this miracle water.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know. Well, first, I don't know. I don't even know how much it costs. So that I think if I would have saw how much it costs, I probably would have changed my mind.
Adrian, take your water bottle, finish your water bottle, go in your bathroom. That water you pay for every month at your house, that's what he was gonna sell you.
Put it in a sandwich bag, and there you go.
And put miracle water on it.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Ain't nobody got time. They tripping. Look, these folks. Look, all you got to do is play on their emotions. They fall for it every time. Child. Okay. So did y'all get a chance? Because I saw a few posts, and I don't know if I agree with these folks on their assessments for the Best Man final series. The final chapter. People were really upset about what's her name? Sanaa Lathan's character. Yeah.
Robin. I don't know why.
People were angry.
I saw people were upset, and I wanted to tell them people, maybe y'all need to do some self-reflecting. She done rode for that man a long time, and he always seemed to put her on the back burner. And now she
she always kind of been that way. And I guess what people, well, people are saying she kind of flighty, flaky. You know, she never really committed to one thing.
Yeah,
And
true.
so I think that's where it's like, as the man, he kind of took over and he's always led them down the path to be successful, where it's afforded her to be a little flighty, to jump around to thing to thing. And now I guess it's really, really meaning something to her. And he looking at it like, well, this is what you typically do. You jump from thing to thing. So if it's real, let's do it. But if it's not, I'm gonna just let you do what you typically do.
I guess I looked at it like,
but
she was asking for this one small window, and he just couldn't find time for her for that. And she has been there to do all of these windows for him, and she just needed this one. And all of his friends were pretty much the amen corner, like, yeah, we've been asking for this small thing from you too, and we can't get it. But when you need us, we're here for all of these things.
I feel like that on top of that, but I also feel like he was kind of flighty. I don't think that he wanted to head to Hollywood. Like, he really wasn't sure about that either. And so it's kind of like, maybe because the money, like, he wanted to do it, but I don't think that's what he was dead set on doing. But I didn't think she was, whenever she sprung it on him and said, I'm taking our kid to Ghana, like, that would be my only thing. But
she wasn't going to do that until he didn't show up for that 1 month. If he would have showed up for that 1 month that she asked him, none of the other stuff would have even happened.
Yeah.
So everybody's taking the end of the movie like that was the end all be all, but it didn't get there until he didn't show up for her.
Yeah. I enjoyed it though. I think they did a good job.
I don't know. It's kind of hard. Because I get both sides, right?
And Justin, I'm sorry to answer your question. I haven't seen Emancipation yet, but I want to watch it. I heard it was really good, but I haven't seen it.
Have you
seen it, Justin?
Okay.
I haven't watched it, but there's a guy from the coast who's actually an extra in it. Tabari Daniels.
So I've heard mixed things about it, which, I mean, like you say, I guess I'll just have to check it out for myself. You know, I ain't really all that big in these days watching slave movies.
I hate slave movies.
I hate it.
I just not my thing.
Over it.
I feel like when you watch one, you don't watch them all.
Tired. I don't want to see us losing no more.
Yeah, I'm tired of that. So, but yeah, but the best man, I feel both sides, because she has. I mean, throughout, her character has always kind of been all over the place, and that has been her whole thing as well too. But I feel like he's kind of been like I said, it's like, this is what she always do. So he doesn't really take her serious. And when she, needs him to show up, it's kind of like, I ain't really think you was,
Oh yeah. And he didn't buy the restaurant either.
He didn't buy the restaurant. And that was his whole thing, because he like, you don't commit. You don't commit to these types of things.
But now, but had he bought the restaurant, she wouldn't up and took the daughter, because now she committed to something. She committed to divorcing his ass and leaving.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be clear. She wasn't the one he was supposed to have been with in the first place.
That's why he was still screwing Nia.
That's not what happened. We don't know that.
I think they should come out with another movie.
Oh my God.
Uh-oh.
We don't know.
Oh, they say he was a great father.
Yeah, she said he was a great father.
He was a great father.
That's what they said in the movie. She told him. She said, you are a great father, but not necessarily a great husband.
Right.
Well, so great that she up and left.
She did leave.
The baby with him.
Because why she left is because what y'all not addressing. A man got in her ear, whispering sweet nothings. So
ain't no man.
Yeah. Buddy was whispering sweet nothings in her ear, like they always do. So now you feel like the grass is greener on the other side.
She going over there to Africa. She gonna have her a whole nation. That's what I just can't imagine. First of all, I'm not gonna ever let my child cry in the backseat of no car like that. That was a lot. I don't know if he was that great of a father. I don't know. But you know, these chicks out here getting these African men left and right. You hear me?
I know. Look, I had a scam call from Kenya. I told my cousin, she was like, maybe you should have answered it, girl. I was like, no, all the scammers are in Nigeria.
I'm surprised she didn't either, Justin. I don't know.
I thought she was, and I didn't like that. But then that's when I realized he was out here.
He did. They just ain't show it. Just like y'all talking about, he got with Nia. She got with the other
he did get with her.
Just like
she thought she was pregnant. She thought it was his.
Mm-hmm. He didn't get with her. That was the other dudes. Yeah, they didn't get together.
You don't know.
Just like I don't know that her and old buddy didn't get together, but I'm gonna assume they did. Just like y'all assuming Nia and you know and Take out together.
Daniel was so crazy.
Well, we are going to move into our next topic, and I got a video for this one. Daniel, I don't want you to hook me up with no Nigerian prince.
He's talking about me.
Ooh, look at him.
Gonna be like Portia from Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Baby, what? Portia living her best life. Portia had 7 weddings in 1 week.
Child. Went to that woman's house and took that woman's husband.
Took him
on
camera because she was filmed at their house the previous season.
The shame of it all. That's terrible. But I have a video for this next topic because Adrian and I disagree on this topic.
Does that happen often?
Huh?
Does that happen often? Y'all disagree?
No. We like the same cereals. I'm going to play the video and then I will leave it up to y'all to discuss. Everybody in the comments, we need y'all to join in. Please let me know what y'all think about this shit. Hold on, let me play that again. Hold on.
Wow, en serio.
Tranquilo.
I feel like he might have been on something.
So should celebrities be okay with people, even in this video? I'm gonna still keep it with just walking up to them, even though he walked up to her. But should celebrities be okay with people just walking up to them? And yeah, what y'all think?
I don't think they should. I don't think people should do it.
Okay,
I really don't.
She didn't just walk up to him though. He walked up to her.
And that's why I'm saying I think he was on something because it looked like he walked up and he like put himself in her video and then to grab it and like
smiled.
I think he might have been on something.
Like, I don't give a damn what he was on. You throw my goddamn phone, we throwing these motherfucking hands.
But I don't think that people should just walk up to celebrities like that.
Daniel, let me tell you something. I have been probably around more celebrities than I want to have been around. Okay. Mm-hmm. But let me just say, the only reason you're a celebrity is because of people. And even when you don't want to put the face on, God damn it, you got to put the face on. That's how you eat. So if you don't want to be amongst the people, don't be amongst the people. It's really simple. Get in your car and leave. You ain't got to be out there with them people. You got security and all kinds of other things that you can put in place that don't put you amongst the people. But for you to take somebody's phone out their head and throw it, that is so disrespectful. I have watched a celebrity, I'm not going to say her name, degrade, demean, throw drinks, be disrespectful, be rude for no reason to people. Just because you high, drunk, whatever it is, being a diva, whatever it is you want to call it, is ridiculous and uncalled for. This is the lifestyle you chose. These people idolize you. If you don't want to be amongst them, don't be amongst them. We would have had to fight. I'm sorry. He might have whooped my ass, but we was fighting after he threw my phone.
I really do think he was on something. And that's why he did it. Because it just doesn't make any sense why he would have. Because like you said, it looks like he initiated it. So I don't know why. But I don't think that people should just walk up to celebrities. Even like at Essence Festival, it's celebrities everywhere. Like I don't want to draw attention to them. Like I ain't going to try to. If I ask for a picture, I'm going to get as close as possible to ask them, can I take a picture? Because I don't want to like yell it out because I don't want a whole crowd to run over here and put the pressure on them or whatever. But I don't know. I feel like you have random strangers now that walk up to you in Walmart and they want to pull a prank on you with their phone in your face. I think people should respect everybody's boundaries, but that's just
Justin, I'm with you. Where was his security? How Bad Bunny? Where your security at? How they even get that close to you?
Bad Bunny, baby.
Oh man, I think it's just unacceptable. Unacceptable. You don't get to pick and choose when you're a celebrity. Nope. That's what comes with the territory. You chose the career. You chose it. Sucks to be you.
Didn't he come out and say make a statement or something?
I don't know. Did he? I don't know. I didn't see it. I don't know. But when you step outside, Justin said Bad Bunny would have been a bruised bunny. And then he do it to a woman? Why? That's whack as fuck to me. I mean, that's just lame. Nah. Just because she's taking a picture of you outside where y'all look like y'all walking down the public street. That's crazy to me. Like, that is crazy. It was days when they wish somebody would take pictures of them. They wish somebody knew who they was. Y'all, yeah, all right.
He said, them days over now.
You begging people to stream your music.
Bad Bunny, baby.
Would have came out there. How she get in his personal space, Mr. J? He walked up on her. He literally walked up to her and took the phone out of her hand and threw it.
I don't remember seeing that part.
You want me to play it again?
It looks like he walked up to her.
Oops, hold on. I got started. She's in front of him.
She slowed down, stopped.
Wow.
Like,
But why is he smiling? Look at his face. He's smiling like, yeah. He said, yeah.
That's why I think he is high. He gotta be down.
Ain't no way. If those people shouldn't even been able to get. I'll just explain to you how it works when an artist is in any area and they don't want nobody near them. Their security is so tight. You can't even to get a picture. Yeah, right. You can't even get close to them. You can't even get close to them. They form a barrier between them and the people. I'm trying to figure out how y'all see that she's in his personal bubble when she's in front of him.
Mm-hmm. Didi, you're the only one that don't see that this girl in his personal bubble. But hey, Didi, it's okay. It's okay.
I just don't see how somebody's in front of me. I walk up to them and then I throw their phone. Like,
Didi, it's okay. Okay.
No, I don't see it. And then you think it's okay to take my phone and throw it? Nah. You could say, yo, don't record me.
He bought her a new phone. It's all good.
No, he didn't. That's why how paparazzi is protected. Exactly. Nah. I see it because I'm in it. I do it all the time. I see how they move, how they operate. You can't even no, you ain't getting it. Trey Songz came in that club. When I tell you had a fucking fortress around him, you ain't getting near him. Period. Them bodyguards will slap the shit out you and throw you across the room. You ain't getting near him.
Bad Bunny, baby.
Daniel says she got a great story to tell. Yeah, her ass mad as hell. She want her phone.
Right.
Hell with a story. She mad as hell about that phone.
Bad Bunny, baby.
All right, y'all. We moving to our main topics. Uh-oh.
Can I ask y'all one? I know this is like off subject, but I respect both of y'all's input. I think y'all are very intelligent people. I want y'all to help me understand something.
Uh-oh.
At what point should someone ever feel so comfortable? And if so, what point is it to send you a request for money without any explanation? Like you just so happen to open up your Venmo and it's a request and you're like, what? Like, why is this person? And they don't text you, call you, like nothing. It's just a request for money.
I wouldn't give a damn about that request. That bitch would be ignored.
But is there anybody like if so, like what type of relationship do y'all have that it should be acceptable?
None and never. If you don't call me or text me, ask me for no money, I'm not sending you no money just because you send me a request. And I'm still not gonna send it, probably. Even if you call me and text me, ask me.
Yeah, no. The only person in my life that has that authority is my wife. Yeah, other than that, you're gonna have to let me know something. You're gonna have
I just want to make sure it wasn't me. I'm like, what?
Yeah, I mean, I've had it happen. I just straight ignore it. I just be like,
that's why I ignore it.
I just ignore it.
Yeah.
It's not happening. I'm like, what?
First of all, it's rude.
Right.
No.
And she wouldn't even do it. But I'm just saying, like, yeah, no. I've had people do it and I just straight ignore it. Like, act like I ain't even see it.
Me
and
too.
Just keep it pushing.
Yep.
That's how I handle that.
I didn't know that it was a request either. I just so happened to go into my Venmo because my daughter is selling ads to raise funds for her band, and somebody told me they sent money.
I'm sorry.
I just so happened to go in there to
thank you, Mr. JR.
To transfer the money, and I was like, a request? What is this? I kept
Adrian, fix your face. Such an asshole.
Not the catfish, Daniel.
Really, Daniel? You're crazy. Yeah, no, I'm not. We're not sending no. That is so bold for somebody to just send you a request for money.
Very bold.
That's crazy. Nah. You're gonna need to let me know what it is, shawty. What it is.
You big time though, DDBD.
Yep. In my account. No. He said when pigs fly and fish cry. Damn. Well, all right. All right, main topics, y'all. Okay. We talked about this while we were on break. And this is a really good conversation, I think. So, what is more damaging? Being a daddy's girl or a mama's boy? When folks grow up and have to actually enter society and they have to I guess manage their expectations in relationships, but they deem themselves a mama's boy or a daddy's girl, and they are used to certain things. What is the most damaging one of those two when it comes to being in a relationship with somebody?
Mama's boy, hands down, not even close.
Oh,
Definitely a mama's boy.
oh.
I don't know what Adrian's reasons are, but I know what my reasons are.
Oh,
Go ahead.
oh.
Let it be known.
Mama's boys are, because I don't think the problem lies solely with the man. That mama, a lot of times, for women with their sons, and you see it every day on social media, they're raising their sons to be the man that they want to have in their life. And so now, once that man becomes of age and he begins to be a productive citizen, or a good man, they feel like a woman walking in is stepping on their territory. Like they laid the groundwork for this man to be great, and now you trying to come in here and you ain't lay none of the groundwork, and they ain't giving it up very easy. It is so crazy.
What's your reasoning, Adrian?
Well, one, I mean, let's kind of break this down too before we even get into it. Because basically, look at what the question you asked: which one is more damaging and or accepted? I feel like a daddy's girl is definitely way more accepted than a mama's boy is going to be accepted. A father came in, set some boundaries, set some guidelines of what a man should be doing in his daughter's life, right? I mean, in some cases, the mom did the same thing, but I ain't your mama. I ain't your daddy either. You know what I'm saying? But it's more accepted for a woman to say, if you don't, what do I need you for when I have a daddy? And it's not acceptable for a man to say, what I need you for, I got a mama. Look at how that sounds. And look at how contradictory the two are when they're absolutely the same thing. But also, it's very damaging, for a man, because in both cases is unrealistic, but the man isn't typically, a mama's boy typically isn't taking care of a woman the way that expectation isn't the same, right? So he's expecting that woman to take care of him, but it's not like he's taking care of her the same way. So that's where it really gets misconstrued for me. You know what I'm saying? Because typically a mama's boy is looking on what I can capitalize out of this relationship and not looking at what I'm giving. I feel like both of them are like that, but it's more acceptable for a woman to be that way than it is for a man. Point blank, period.
I have to agree. Definitely mama's boy is that's always the issue. And it's like, I think more along the lines what Drena said, it's not more or so the son than it is the mom.
She won't take them hooks out.
That lady ain't leaving, especially if it's a single mom. Because like if the mom got a husband, you like, whatever. Like she got a man, she good. But if she's single and that's been the man of the house this whole time, and you taking her, she think you taking her place. Oh no, baby, it's not gonna work.
Have you seen I'm in Love with a Mama's Boy? So dang it, what is that channel? It's the same channel, 90 Day Fiance and all that. Come on, what's that? TLC. Okay. So there was this situation where this black guy, and he has a lady, and they actually have kids together and everything. But his mom, who is single, of course, she wakes up and because she lives literally right up the street. She wakes up in the morning, goes to the house, cooks breakfast every single morning. And she says, until you do what I do, I'm going to continue to do this.
Man.
She like, well, I don't need to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Well, until you get up, because I guess he was like a truck driver. He drove, so he got up super early and to head out. The mom is there. She in their business, and she like, look, you cool, but until you basically, I mean, she let it be known, until you basically move me out and you're doing everything for him that I ain't going nowhere. I'm right here. And I'm going to continue to do all of these things. And with him, you know, because his mom does make his life easy, he ain't going to tell her like, nah, mom, don't come over here and cook. Nah, mom, don't do this, don't do that. Nah, mom. So she's trying to now outdo his mom, who has no other responsibilities, doesn't have a man at all, and she's trying to outdo his mama. She can't do it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but it's a bunch of them like that, where it's like some of the stuff that their moms do with them, you're just like, whoa, all in their business, right? If he got a girlfriend, like she gonna talk to him and give him the 3rd degree, not just like, oh hey, how you doing? You know, like no, she all in it. She gonna make you feel uncomfortable. Her whole goal is to push you away. And that single mom, man, that it could be a tough thing, man, when some of those moms, they look at their sons as they man.
Oh, it be more than a man. My king, he's the king of our house.
Look, me and my son talk about his wife all the time that don't exist yet. We got the whole plan out, how many kids they're gonna have. I'm excited about him having a wife. Like, please come get this little dirty boy up out of here. Get him. Come get him. I can't imagine. I feel like raising a son to be like the man that you want somebody to come and like he's gonna be a good guy for somebody to raise kids with and to be just a productive citizen in the world. But he got to get out of here. He got to go. Like, no, I love him, but I don't love him like that. But these women be miserable. They be miserable.
I've seen it firsthand. It is insane. Like the way what Adrian described. Like I have an aunt. She for years, like my cousin, he would wake up, like she would have his toothpaste on his toothbrush. She would put his socks on his feet in the morning. It was like ridiculous the amount of, and then when he got older and like he's very selfish. And she was so shocked. She was so shocked that this happened. It's ridiculous. That's
ridiculous. That's just ignorant. That's disgusting, actually.
It is.
That's pretty but that's what happens when there is no man in the house.
Ooh.
I have a friend. He has been going through with his mama lately because, like, he's, better off, well off when it comes to finances. And like his mom uses him as a crutch, and he basically is cutting her off. And she feels very upset that he's trying to do that. She's like, I helped you build the credit up that you have, or I helped you. And he's like, how? She takes offense that his wife has access to it, but like, this is my wife. We got 3 kids.
I'm telling you, when there's not a man in the house providing direction, there is going to always be chaos. Always.
Yeah.
It is. People can get mad all they want, but so my youngest is a mama's boy, but he has a life, 26. I'm very overprotective on that too. Good for a female to be acting ratchet. My oldest, not so, but he knows I have his back. Yeah, like there are certain things that I cannot instill in my son. So I call his dad. I'm like, you got you got to get him. Cause I don't speak y'all language. You got this. Like there are certain things that his dad can say to him and immediately it's fixed. It's done. I ain't got to say nothing else. Those are certain things that are so important for a little boy to have in his life when it comes to a dad. Moms just don't have that much power. We just don't. I don't care how you try to dress it up. We just don't.
Mm-mm.
And I don't want that power. Like, he need his daddy. Come and get this little. Come get him. Come get him. This your baby. Come. Being soft, because most of the time women try to still treat the boys like babies. They try to pacify them a lot, and they don't hold them to the standard, because when they get older, you still look at them like a baby, but boy, sometimes you gotta punch them in their chest.
Stupid.
All right, y'all. Next topic. Now, this one might ruffle some feathers. What is harder to find in the Black community? A woman with no kids or a man with no kids?
A woman with no kids.
No.
Not even close. Any woman to
Yeah,
tell you
harder
why?
to find. Yeah, absolutely.
Because it's very easy. It's way more easier to find a man with no kids, because 50% of the men, like, women sleep with the same men. Statistics have shown that it's more men without kids than it is with women with kids. Women typically have kids with the same men. Point blank, period.
That's why everybody related.
That's
why everybody related.
I definitely agree with that. I feel like there are more women with children, and I feel like, to go along with what Adrian said, whenever you find a man with a child, he got multiple kids. Yeah.
Yeah. And like you said, and then there's also the fact that women control access to sex. So they can sleep with whoever they want, whenever they want. A lot of men don't even have sex like that, to be honest with you, especially in the Black community. Like, most of them are average earners. They average looking or below average looking, and they can't really get none. So, but a woman, don't matter what she look like, somebody's gonna sleep with her. Somebody's gonna sleep with her. So, and then, like, most women are attracted to the same type of man. So, like you said, most of them are sleeping with the same man and making babies with the same man, because most people don't have like a large radius that they cover when it comes to knowing people. So they all sleeping with the same people. Like, oh, we got the same dad. Like, oh. Because let me see, my dad, I can use my dad as an example. My dad has 8 children with 7 women. Yeah. I could use my mother. She has 5 children with 5 men. There you go.
Yeah.
Just saying. That's typically, what typically happens is that, in our communities, the same men are impregnating the women. I mean, I know some guys that got 4 and 5 different baby mamas. I mean, Future ain't just out here by himself. I know a lot of men that's the same way. And then it's typically like, with guys, you see a lot of, they either have a ridiculous amount of kids or they got like 0 or 1.
Yep. Facts.
Yeah.
Facts. Yeah. Yep. But the crazy part, the craziness of all of this is that women will scream at the top of their lungs. Men ain't shit. They cheating. They got all these babies. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. It's you. It's you.
It's the type of guy you like, baby
Yes. Girl. Because if we look at like they used to say back in the day, your granddaddy had the family down the street. Why, sir? Ma'am, you know he got a family up the street. Why are you the family down the street?
I was telling my daughter, so I live in Gulfport, which is small, but where my grandparents and all my family lives is even smaller. It's called a little small town called DeLille, and predominantly Black area and predominantly Catholic area. So we all went to the same church. It was like 4 girls in our church, all pregnant for the same guy, for the same guy when we were in high school. And he was way older than all of us. Like we were 15, 16, 17. And like it was like he had one in each grade pregnant for him at the same time.
Yeah. Yep.
But I mean, that's typically how it was. Because I mean, like you said, think about growing up, like how many guys you know that had multiple baby mamas, like multiple baby mamas.
Yep.
And then the guys you knew, like, nope, they ain't got no kids, so they waited. But then you, like I said, and that's typically how with guys that it typically failed. It's like they either just had, you know what, I'm just impregnating everything, or it's like, nah, I'm cool. I'm not going there. And then you get mad, like, oh, this guy ain't this and this guy ain't that. Unless you one of the first 2 baby mamas, I don't want nothing. I'm gonna give you a pass if you one of the first 2, but after that,
I'm the first for both my baby daddies, and my kids 13 years apart. I'm the first for both my children's fathers, and they are 13 years apart.
I'm just happy I only had to deal with one. I'm so happy.
The second one slipped in. We still praying about that. I'm not very sure if he's mine, but he's been here for 13 years, so I'll keep him.
Right.
Yeah.
You can't deny.
But he's his daddy's only child. And my daughter's her dad's first child. So, but I was 17 and 30.
Crazy.
That is insane. That's stupid.
It is.
Fucking retarded.
But yeah, so when you start looking at it, that's typically how it is. And then and the guys, which is crazy, because also what tends to happen is those guys that you were overlooking is now they looking real sexy to you, with them no kids and no kids handling their business. Them guys you was kind of overlooking. Now it's like, it's too.
I will say that my daughter's dad, I don't know. The Lord must have sedated me. So I don't even know why. Like, I don't even. Well, when you young, you just doing anything for real. But I will say that my son's dad is he's a good dad. Like he's a good dad. But that first, they always talking about black men don't take care of their kids. Well, that ain't.
He ain't do it.
He ain't black.
Oh,
he a piece of. The black one is all the way right. That one. Are the both of you open to having? Hell no.
I'm not open. I'm not open to having any more children, and I would prefer to date somebody that already has his own children, and they would need to be my children's age or older.
Let me take that, Mr. JR. First of all, my eggs are scrambled. They probably don't even exist no more. I don't know. The doulas that came on the show told me I can still have babies, but whatever. I don't want any more children. I always said there was two reasons that I would have more children. One, if I was still able and one of my sisters could not have children, I would have a child for them. One of them does not have kids yet. So if she was not capable of having a child and I was still able to do it, I would have done it for her. But I think that ship has sailed. Two would be if I marry somebody that does not have children. That's not on the list because he got plenty to spread. So we're good. So I don't need no kids. We got enough kids. No more kids. Hell no. I'm waiting for my 26-year-old daughter to get married and have children. I ain't pushing out no more babies. Your girl about to be 45. No, sir. No, thank you. I will not be at somebody's graduation talking about that your grandma. No. Hell no. All right. We're going to move on to the topic of the show. Because this caused such an uproar and it caused so much feedback on my timeline, but I shut that shit down. So, who out of men and women, who is the prize or the catch? Are men the prize or are women the prize? He's talking about young buck. Mr. J, you think you slick. Who y'all think is the prize or the catch? Drena, who you think?
I don't know. I guess it's men because they have so few of them. Like when you look at the numbers, they have so many fewer men as opposed to women. So I guess in that aspect, they would be the prize. As sassy as they want to be, they the prize.
What you think, Adrian? Mr. J said men. Dion said women. Drena said men. Before you answer.
Okay.
I want to know, for people who say that women are the prize, I would like to know the reason why, and vice versa. Why you think men are the prize?
I'm sure women answer will be is because that's what they were taught to believe.
Oh, Dion said women are born the prize. Men have to become the prize. Ooh. Ooh.
That's very true. I'm gonna be honest. Like, it depends on the age of the woman. It depends on the age of a man and when they're meeting. I think that there is that age period and gap, and I've said this multiple times. There is a time where men are women's playground. You know, there's an age where women control the board. And I do believe that age is between 18 and 30. I think women typically control the board. They're the prize. They're who men want. I think as men start to come into themselves and start to become financially independent, free, they know who they are. They typically start becoming the prize, because what typically happens in those situations is what we were just kind of talking about. Men, they kind of had it together, right? They kind of made it without having multiple baby mamas. They're making good money now. They know who they are. And women are looking like, ooh, like, because now women know what they want. So whether you have baby daddies, whether not, it's like, I feel like everyone gets to that stage, especially a woman. She might have played and messed around with all these different knuckleheads, right? But then it gets to a point where it's like, nah, I want a stand-up dude like this, right? But the thing is, a man knows that now, like, yeah, I'm handling my business. I'm a stand-up dude. It's a lot of women looking at me, whereas maybe in their 20s, they might have got a couple looks. Oh, he cool. But now in his 30s, because now he's in that 10%, 5%, possibly 1%, It's like, ooh, it hit different now. It look a little different now. So I think that everybody has, where women have their time, and then as men get older, it seems like the roles start. It just kind of flips, because it's like women were kind of unicorns, and then men become unicorns. Where it's like, oh wow, you 35, you make 6 figures, you ain't got no kids, like, whoo, like this is now. It gets hard to find that. It gets extremely hard to find that, especially in a man, especially if you're a woman, right? And you're looking at that man, because we all know, and not that women can't do it, but it's super easy for a 35-year-old man with all of that going on to just go find a 27-year-old, right? And say, you know what? I'm not going to deal with all the emotional baggage of the relationships that you've dealt with and you trying to figure it out. I'm finna catch somebody before they go through all that. And I'm finna scoop them up, and I ain't finna deal with it. So I think the answer is both. Sometimes there's a point in period when women's the prize. There's a point in period where a man becomes the prize.
And you know what? I'm going to agree with you on that, because I just had this conversation with my daughter. So she's in Atlanta the other day for New Year's Eve, and a celebrity approached her. And she's like, Mom, oh my God, guess who gave me their number? I said, first of all, calm down. It ain't that serious. Don't be no groupie. I said, do you understand how much of a prize you are? Do you know how much of a hot commodity you are? Like, you are 26 years old, no children. You make over 6 figures a year. You are super submissive, humble, sweet, kind. Your heart is super pure. Like, you don't do that.
Right.
Don't do that. Like, he all wore out, and yeah. I said he's a high profile guy who a lot of women want. So he's not going to be faithful. He's not the kind of guy that you really desire. So don't fall for that because he's a celebrity type dude. You are the prize. You got this. So relax. Let him chase you. So I do agree that the age definitely, and what you've been through, what you have to offer definitely matters. But when we get to the core of what people have to offer as a whole in the general society, men are absolutely the prize. Because men come with an innate ability to protect, secure, provide, and just overall just be what, if I'm in trouble, I'm looking for you. I need you. Please save me. I need help. Please come and help me. So, and also when we talk about hypergamy, dating up, women aren't looking to go save no man. They looking up to see, okay, oh, he got this. Okay, I want that man. You're looking for the prize. You're looking for the man that got everything. You ain't trying to go fix no projects. You not trying to work on nobody to help bring them up to your level. Men are the ones that are reaching down to bring women up because they're okay with doing that. And also, men just innately come into the world and they build everything. They've done it all. They've paved the roads. They built the buildings. They've done the grids, the electrical grids. They've done it all. So let's use Katrina as an example. When Hurricane Katrina came in and everything was off the grid, women, they needed some man to come help them. They wasn't out there surviving on their own. It ain't no modern world no more. Everything is down. Everything is gone. So the prize and what we needed at that moment was a man. Please come and help me. I feel like men will always be innately the prize because they come with skills and things that we just don't have. It was made that way. That's why they were created first. That's why we were created to help them. Men were created to be the thing, the head. I just feel that way. And if you have not experienced a real man, you probably don't understand it. But when you get a man that come in and just take the load off of you and just understand how to just guide you and lead you and direct you, and it's not all about money, and it's about really coming in and putting some structure in your house and understanding how to lead and direct and guide a family, then you'll realize that the man is really the prize. But that's what I got to say. What? Mr. J, what you talking about? Mr. J, you know what? Oh my God, you are crazy. I'm not telling you who the guy was. You are crazy. Yeah, like I think a lot of women and it's sad because it's mostly Black women, because you don't see this from other cultures who saying they don't need a man. Because we live in a modern society where things just work, they don't think they need a man because everything works. But when things don't work, when the grid goes down, when there's no water, where there's no heat, when there's flooding, where there's an emergency, and you don't have everything at your fingertips, you're gonna see how much you need a man. Exactly, Mr. J. Deion said, I don't think it's a male or female thing. It's more of the age, because we got men with men and women with women. Yeah, but those are exceptions to the rule. Those are anomalies. Those are outliers. In the general sense, when we're talking about people as a whole, that's not the majority of people. So we're always going to have exceptions to the rule. Yes, you have men with men and women with women. But when you're talking about a man being innately a man, one of the most valuable things that a man holds is the seed. And it's unlimited. They can produce forever. They can procreate forever. Women like to think that they are the givers of life, but that's not forever. There's a time clock on that. Just saying. But everybody's going to have their objective opinion about who they think is a prize and not. And I think it really depends on your experiences and who you've dealt with. And not a lot of women have dealt with real quality men either. They haven't chosen quality men, but that has a lot to do with you as well. But I'll digress. Next topic. Do you think that child support rewards women and incentivizes them to continue to make bad choices?
Oh, wow.
So I was listening to a podcast. If you don't know, I'm addicted to Just Pearly Things now on YouTube. She's been banned from TikTok. She's been banned from Instagram. I believe she's been banned from Twitter now. But she is a red pill podcaster who pretty much has taken over for Kevin Samuels, if you want to say it in that way. And she has a lot of panel guests on her show. And I like to listen to her because she has a lot of different objective opinions on her panel. And they talk about all kinds of stuff. So they were talking about child support and how women are constantly bailed out of making bad decisions as a whole. So they can have babies, baby after baby after baby. They can get child support. They can get married, make bad decisions, get alimony, all kinds of stuff. But do you think that child support rewards women for making bad decisions?
In some cases, we know that some women, use child support to, aid in their craziness and what they do. We kind of talked about this a little bit, not in this manner, but I think that some women, of course, that's what they use it for. you know, to help them. They get bailed out of some of the situations. Some women, okay, because some women, okay, you have one baby daddy, two baby daddies, but we got some women that have 4 and 5 different baby daddies, and just say two of them are actually good daddies, right? Mm-hmm. And they actually pay. Well, guess what moms typically do to them? Milk them. You know, they milk the good ones, treat them like trash to make up for, you know, everything else that the bad ones is doing, instead of treating them like the good ones that they are and cherishing them. No, they're gonna milk them for everything that they possibly can. So it's a bad situation. It don't have to be necessarily sometimes.
So you think that women like consciously say, okay, I'm going to have another baby because I know I can get more money? Or do you think that they say, I'm gonna have this baby with him because I'm trying to keep him, and now that he's not on my agenda, now I'm gonna screw him over and put him on child support?
Yeah, but I think a little bit both. Like,
I don't think that. I'm just gonna say, I don't think a large number of women have babies to get child support. I think a large number of women have babies to keep men, and then when it doesn't go their way, they get upset, and then they put them on child support.
So speaking from myself and the people around me, that are like in my close circle, the children that we've had, myself and, you know, my cousins included or whatever, it's been like in relationships we've been in, and we had children, you know, we were all younger when we did it, but child support never even crossed my mind until it was to the point that it, you know, it came up. But do I think they have some people who will abuse that power, know that they can do that? Yeah, I think they do have people who act off emotions and they want to, oh, I can't hurt him. I can't get him to stay with me. So I will, you know, let me hit him in his pockets because I know it'll hurt him there. And then I know some people who they have to use that because he just ain't showing up the way he needs to. So it's like, let me get the state involved. I think it's many different layers, but I think really dealing with child support and all that is, you like jumping through hoops constantly. So I don't think it's unless you like Kim K and you get the amount of money you get a month, I don't think it's that beneficial. Like you doing most stress and trying to keep up with where they work and what they got going on. Is he paying, you know, is he paying, like how much is he supposed to be giving? Like it ain't just like a one and done thing. Like you constantly gonna be in court, going back to court every few years. Like, oh well, he making $25,000 more than he was making before. Like it need to be increased, and you constantly bickering back and forth with that person. To me, is more headache than anything. Well, but again, I do think that there are women who will go after some men. Like when it comes to athletes, like if I come from nothing and they all in my DMs, like, and that if a woman wants to come up, that's the quickest way to come up.
Oh yeah. It definitely depends on the status of the guy.
Yeah.
But I'm speaking from like the initial like thought process about having a baby.
Yeah, no.
I always think that women are, most of the time, they are delusional and they are thinking, well, I'm not gonna say the first time. Maybe the first time you get a pass. Maybe. Just making a bad decision. But after that, some women are just really trying to keep a man.
Yeah.
My homegirl called to keep a nigga baby. They think if I have his baby, I'm gonna have him forever. And then when it doesn't turn out that way, and now you're bitter, you're angry, you're emotional, you're like, oh, I'm gonna do everything I can. I'm gonna take child support, I'm gonna get this money. Like that's when you get to that stage. But initially, like having a baby with somebody, I don't think women think child support off the rip.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, because in my mind, like if you would lay down and make a baby with somebody, that you would at least think that they would, in some ways, be responsible enough to help you. Well, first, I think in my mind, I would think they would be there and not
That's
have to
what
go.
you're thinking.
Yeah,
you're
that's
thinking
what
y'all gonna be together.
Yeah, we're gonna be together, and I won't have to put them on child support, so it never crossed my mind. And then, if it comes to the point we're not together, hopefully that person has a good enough character. I won't even have to go that route. But unfortunately, that didn't happen in my case.
Yeah, because you look at what's the dude name Tristan Thompson, the baby mama. He got the other chick pregnant. In her mind, she think, because he's lying to her.
Yeah.
To get what he wants. So she thinking, he about to leave her and be with me. Because we having a baby together. This is the straw that's gonna break the camel's back. She gonna leave him. We gonna be together.
Right.
Now you pregnant with a baby he ain't never even seen. So all you getting is a check now.
And he told her not to have it because you ain't gonna get that much because I'm finna retire and blah, blah, blah.
That's what he said. But most women think they different.
Yeah,
they could change him, and this is what it's gonna be. But you can't give him the same status that she can give him. So yeah, I don't know. They trying to keep a man with a baby ain't never worked, and it ain't gonna start.
No,
that's the quickest way to get rid of one. Oh God. All right, last topic. So this topic caused some confusion when I posted it. And maybe it wasn't clear. I got it from another podcast. They were going back and forth about this topic. So I will try to explain it. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. I just typed the way they said it. Shit. True or false? Men fall in love through quality time and loyalty, and women fall in love through sex. Is that true or false?
I think it's false. I think for women, I think sex will bring you closer to a person, but you already have some type of connection with him.
I think women absolutely fall in love through sex.
You think so?
Yes.
I think
women think they're in relationships with men because they're having sex.
I feel like you already having that you have some type of feeling before you do it, and then because I think that's how women get stigmatized because they're already feeling away.
Women think that they're in a committed relationship with somebody because they're having sex. They think they're in a relationship. Ain't had no conversation, but because we're sleeping together, we together.
Yeah, I think women, that's how they end up. Like they can't leave after that. Like they get stigmatized, and
that's how right because they fell in love through sex.
Mm-mm.
Men can sleep with men can have sex in a sock. They don't give a shit. It's not unless when a man starts spending quality time with you and they being loyal to you. Oh, that's a different level. That's a different level. True. If a man just sleeping with you, they don't give a damn about you like that for real. Oh, Jesus. No. I'm telling women really think that men like them because they're sleeping with them. This is the delusion that's happening on social media right now. He flew me out. He slept with me. No. So if men fell in love with sex, then that would mean when they cheat and say it was just men can go and sleep with all kinds of women and don't have no feelings for them. Men can put their penis in a wall and have sex with it, and it doesn't matter. If a man don't give a fuck about you, he can sleep. Men can sleep with anybody. Men don't look at sex the way women look at sex.
I'm not saying that I think that men fall in love through sex. I'm just saying I don't think that's how women fall in love. I don't know the way men fall in love, but yeah.
I think women absolutely fall in love with men through sex. That's how we release certain serotonin and endorphins that come out of us.
And that's why I'm saying, like, I feel like it. I guess I don't know.
But he's married.
I don't think he's married.
He likes the sex. That doesn't mean he's in love with you. If you offer, if you put a bus full of women in front of a man who's married, number one, he ain't leaving his wife. He's in love with her. He gonna sleep. He will put his penis in anything. That doesn't mean he love you. When a man is willing to put his life on the line, he is loyal and spends quality time with you. He's investing in you. Him sleeping with you ain't got shit to do with that. Nothing. He will bend you over, get his shit off, and go home to his wife where his money at.
Dang, Didi.
Right. Not bend you over.
Just saying, like, I just feel like a lot of especially young girls, they really think that men like them because they're sleeping with them, and they get caught up, and their feelings get caught up because somebody's sleeping with them. They really get things confused, because if you ask a group of women, this is one thing they'll brag about, especially women who can get like athletes and rich guys to sleep with them. Oh, well, I slept with him. Of course he slept with you. You're beautiful. You got a nice body. Yes, he's gonna sleep with you, but he ain't gonna wife you. He's not putting a ring on it. He doesn't like you like that. It's just easy. It's accessible. He got options. He can sleep with you. Duh. If you ain't got a ring, it don't matter. If somebody ain't claiming you and taking you in public and actually professing his love to you in front of people, taking you behind closed doors and banging you, who cares? They do that to prostitutes all the time. Just saying. I'm just saying. But yeah. You ain't about to what's the movie called? Tyler Perry, The Family That Prays?
That ain't about to happen.
No. Yeah, but he got a wife. Like, how? That is crazy as fuck.
I don't see it like that.
Child, I ain't got time. Listen, to each his own. If that's love, hey. Might as well, just be poly.
Nah, they poly, but they don't consider themselves poly. I'm just saying. They poly, but they don't want to know they poly.
Men fall in love with sex. They don't fall in love with you. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. So that's the last topic that we have. Drena, you crazy. What y'all got going on for the week? Anything coming up? Anything exciting? Oh shit! I ain't even got the right banner up. Whatever.
So no, for me, working on these goals, man. Did my little vision board, got it all squared away of the things that I'm looking to attack in 2023. So I'm just really excited, really focused on some of those things. So that's really what I got going on. Still working on the website, getting that squared away. Got a launch date of April 1st. That's what I'm shooting for.
Okay.
To revamp the website. So what that will definitely entail is, being able to purchase some of my services, some of my trainings, also speaking engagements, things of that nature. So shooting for April 1st for the relaunch of that and of those services. So yeah, I'm just excited, man. I'm ready to get it, baby.
Hey. What you got going on, Drena?
I'm actually meeting with a couple for a wedding this year. That is one of my goals, to do 10 weddings this year. So this will be my third one so far. So I'm sure other ones will follow. But that's one of my goals. And then I'm throwing my mom a 60th birthday party in February. She'll be turning 60. So it's a disco theme. And just trying to get these children, my senior, get her over this last hump, this last semester. And not strangle my youngest one.
Don't do it.
That's what I'm working on. Yeah. And revamping my resume. I hate redoing resumes, especially like in the federal resume. Oh my gosh, I hate it. It's so tedious. But yeah, that's what I'm working on.
Okay. What I got? So y'all know on the 14th I have my damn, I'm losing it. I'm drunk, y'all.
I need both of y'all to send me your address, and I need to know where to send stuff. Why?
Oh, my bad.
And I need to know where to send stuff for the coat drive.
I will send you the address. I was gonna share the damn. If I knew how to use my computer right now, it would definitely help. But it's not letting me. I don't know why. Oh, because I'm not clicking the right button. I am having my, don't look at all these damn things I got open. This is ridiculous. My coat drive. January 14th, if you are in Bristol, Pennsylvania, is where I'm from, or the surrounding areas, please come out and support the coat drive. We have been blessed like in a major way, for real. I just had somebody drop off 100 coats today.
Nice.
Yeah. But I think I should have had the email up. I think like 50 something hats and then like 60 something hat and glove sets. So that's on top of what we already had. And then I have so many donations that we're going to do some games so that the kids can get some prizes. So we're going to give out some gift cards. We're going to give out a laptop. We're going to give out a flat screen TV. So please come out, bring the kids so they can have a good time. We're going to have a good meal. My friend Monique Cooper of Mo Better Meals is going to be preparing the meal. We're going to just have a great time. You're going to have a hot meal. You're going to get a coat, glove, hat, some prizes, mingle, network, talk to some people, and just have a good old time, y'all. January 14th, 3 to 5 in Bristol, Pennsylvania. So I'm excited about that. What else I got coming up? I know it's the new year and everybody want to be fine, right? Everybody trying to get in shape. The folks been in the gym doing their thing. So on January 23rd, I am doing my next fitness challenge. So the challenge is for 30 days from January 23rd to February 23rd. The registration is open now. It's on Eventbrite. If you go on any of my IG, Facebook, anywhere, you'll see the link in the bio and description of everywhere. You'll see the description. The link. You can register. There are prizes for this. So whoever has the biggest transformation after 30 days will win First place is $500. Second place is $350. Third place is $150. So go and register. Had a bigger transformation. I will guide you through the 30 days. I'll actually work out with you at least once during the 30 days, and you'll get some nutrition tips from me on how to meal plan, how to meal prep, and all that good stuff. So check it out. I posted the winners from last time that I did. I think it was in June that I did it last time for second and third place transformations. It's an amazing journey. It helps kickstart your actual fitness journey. If you can't afford to come onto my program full time on the 12-week program, it actually will help you get through some starting points. So check it out. If you do want me to be your fitness coach, let me know. You can check me out. You can go onto any of my platforms and click the link. Schedule a call with me. We'll get on the phone. No, I do not take everybody as a client because everybody's not committed. And everybody is not ready to be on the journey that they say that they want to be on. So let me know if you're really, really ready to work. I will take you as a client. But we'll get on the phone, talk about what you're trying to achieve and all that good stuff. If it's actually an attainable goal. Yeah. But we do appreciate y'all for being in the comments and coming in and talking to us and expressing your opinions. We really, really like to have people come on as guest co-hosts. So if you have time to come on and just express your opinions, to talk about some of the topics that we like to talk about, or if you have a topic that you want us to talk about, let us know. Come on, bring a friend, whoever. We just like to have conversations. We're trying to expand our platform, get more viewers on our YouTube channel, get more subscribers on our YouTube channel. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hit the like button on the video. Hit the notification bell. Let people know about our channel. Share it so that we can run up our numbers on YouTube and Instagram and Facebook. We're trying to get just more exposure and just more people to come on and talk to us. So we appreciate y'all for coming each week. We're happy to be back in 2023. Episode 1, season 3. We will see y'all next week. If you guys want to send us some topics, you can DM us, or you can send us a text message to the number that's scrolling across the screen. We'll get the topic, we'll discuss it, talk about it, or whatever. I'll try to put more content out so we can talk about things beforehand throughout the week and just some things just to, have some conversations. We will see y'all next week, and y'all have a great rest of your week. We're out. Bye.